Entering. Cancel. Matchmaking. Baltimore Ravens. Searching for opponent. Opponent is ready.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What? 380! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Now it's Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Here's Wilson to throw, and that will be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 4th down, here's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Domata Peko, the one to get him down. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
36 power.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, and he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
To throw on third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. This is Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 3 now, this is third and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
36, 36.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught by Penning. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Friday.
To throw again is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
12.
Throwing again here. Wilson flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
14. Back. Zebra.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Wilson, buying time to his left. Going left side, it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Penny, a first down carry, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. On the move to his left. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 9, check 9. 57, Mike, 57.
Yeah, Jerry. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Put him in.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson. 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Back to you.
Now Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Green 80. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Post-game report players' stats. Entering statistics. Post. Finished aim.